Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the Cherokee Locker Studios in Odebo, Iowa, in the Curry Seed Shop. The Cherokee Locker Studios can go anywhere. Always be with us at any time.
That's true.
It's funny how we made that studio mobile, or we made that locker mobile.
Pretty awesome.
So pumped to be here. We need to get like some blood red paint on the walls to really feel like we're in a locker.
Just hang as like a stuffed pig.
Ribeye wallpaper, man.
Yeah.
Ribeye wallpaper.
I've got some bones that that got dug up or that came to the surface from a cow we buried many years ago. Big old pile of bones I got out of the field the other day. We should bring those in and try to assemble them and hang them. Like we have a locker hanging.
This might be why, Adam. I know you're probably going to bring it up later, but explicit.
Oh, yeah, we got YouTube. Wait, no, Apple Podcast flagged our podcast for being explicit. We are a family-friendly, no cussing, easy listening podcast, and they said that we're too explicit.
Because we've been talking about animals?
Probably. Let all the other ranchers out there do whatever they want, but God forbid you talk about some homegrown meat. It ain't going to stop us. Spotify and everyone else is cool with it. So Apple, sorry, take a hike.
That's a little frustrating.
Yeah, like we are just a lovely family-friendly podcast.
So we can't talk about what people actually do on the farm? Is that?
We're talking about it. Apple will just get over it. I'm going to call them and have a stern talk.
You're going to call him?
Yeah, I'm big. Okay. Can I talk to the CEO, please? I have issues.
Yeah.
You going to talk to Wozniak?
Is that who it is?
Well,
oh, yeah, Steve Wozniak, one of the founders. Anyway, we are the Cherokee Locker Studio, and I'm happy. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm good.
We had a great worship night last night. It was a good time.
We did, man.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Josiah on the electric, you on the acoustic and singing, and me on the drums.
That was a good time, man.
It was fun. All right, Dave. On the way here, I saw something amazing. We were driving through the town of Shaler, Iowa, and a man had built, it looked like, I'm 90% sure it was a deer blind out of a wagon.
Yes, I saw that.
So sick.
Yeah.
So he could just hook that up to his truck and just go out and pull it into the woods or
you need to take a picture of that on the way back.
Into the field or wherever he wants.
Take a picture of that on the way back, and then he can throw it in. So
I know, and I kind of want to stop and actually look at it and see what he did to the inside. Like if he somehow like at the bottom of the wagon made steps going up to like sit up top on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So cool though.
Pretty neat.
That's what you don't see stuff like that in the city. You see that in rural America. We celebrate rural America here on this pod, and ingenuity like that. Redneck ingenuity.
It was pretty slick.
Is what like so many people would probably think, oh, these dumb rednecks out in the sticks.
So they must have put some joists across the top of the wagon, and then they built an entire structure on top of the wagon that you can.
That's what I'm thinking
for a deer blind, and
that's what I'm thinking. I'm just
wondering. It was pretty epic. Yeah,
wondering how you get into it, but I might stop and look at it for 5 minutes on the way back and get a picture.
Take some pictures of it.
So cool.
That's sweet. That you know who that is?
No, is that Jeff?
That's Jeff's family. I'm not sure who
owns the wagon.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's his dad's place there.
I'm gonna call Jeff and ask him if I can sit in it.
Yeah.
Can you meet me here? I want to go sit in it. So that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. I've been on restoration TikTok, and it's amazing.
Okay.
So I'm talking like old knives, like super fancy knives that are probably 100 years old, 200 years old, big meat cleavers that are just rusted to all heck. And I don't know if they were found in the ocean or at the bottom of a lake or if they're just nasty in some building. And these videos are like 10 minutes long, and I do not skip a second. I don't fast forward. I don't nothing.
Yeah.
The process and all of going through getting it brushed down and then cleaned up and all the chemicals you use probably, and like the little air gun that must have just a million PSI.
Yeah.
Because it looks so tiny and you can't hear it, but it's cleaning that thing off. And then the finished product at the end after it's all cleaned and sharpened.
Pretty sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
These videos are incredible.
Yeah.
Satisfaction to the nines.
I'm sure the quality of the steel is better then than it is now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like, I watched this guy's page. He cleaned up an old lantern from like the 30s.
Yeah.
Josiah just discovered something. So I
So what?
I switched to Adam's camera, it switched to my phone screen, and it showed my mobile hotspot information.
Nice.
He doxed himself. He's restored a lantern, an old cannon from like the Civil War. Okay. All sorts of amazing things. These videos are fascinating.
Okay.
So, and sometimes, everyone's like, oh, you're staring at your screen, doom scrolling. I feel like stuff like this could somehow be educational, maybe work your brain.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, it's better than watching some of the bad stuff on your phone.
That's true. I like the guy. There's a guy on YouTube called, I think it's Alex Steele.
Okay.
Have you ever seen him?
No, but I'm going to look him up.
I think he's a British kid, but he lives in the U.S. or used to. He might be back in Britain now, but he is a blacksmith, young guy.
Okay.
And he does some fascinating stuff. And he'll take different forms of steel and try and get them to meld together. And then he'll create these wild looking knives and stuff out of it. I mean, it's some wild stuff.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. He just understands. He's super ingenuitive. Is that a word?
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's not.
I think
what I'm
it's
after.
ingenuitive.
And he just understands chemistry and how certain metals and how their properties act togeter. And it's really neat to watch him put them together. So it's pretty cool. But kind of on the same line of thought there.
It is. Do you use? I feel like physics is very important to take you into life. Like a lot of the classes you take in high school and college, I think are very stupid. You're never going to use them again. But physics and math, man. Like when my dad, I was just thinking about this the other day. My dad and I, you mentioned chemistry and it brought this to my mind. I was not planning on talking about this. My dad and I are hooking up the long chute that the cattle walk through to go to the head gate when we're working them that connects to the tub.
Okay.
And you got to hook it together. And so I was just thinking, like, man, if you didn't understand, I don't know if it's physics, I don't think it's geometry, but if you like push something in the front one way,
It's really important stuff.
the back end's going to go this way. Or if I push it just this way a little bit, it's going to send the back end that way. And if you know your angles and physics and stuff like that, it just makes life so much easier. I think it's physics, but I could be wrong.
Wait, your angles in physics?
Like if you push something this way, the back end's going to go this way. Is that physics?
Kind of like levers. Is that what you mean?
I don't know. It's just common sense. To me, it's common sense, but I think a lot of my friends who have tried to help me with stuff out there, like, get frustrated. I'm like, all we have to do is push the front end of this like 5 inches that way. This back end's going to come back 5 inches. It'll line up perfectly with the hole where we're going to put the bolt through, and it's connected. To me, that stuff's like easy, but some people struggle with that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of that. You brought up chemistry, and it made me think of that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would classify myself as someone who knows physics really well.
Maybe it's not physics I'm thinking of. But I was thinking, isn't like motion, laws of motion? Is that part of it?
Well, Newton's, three laws
I
of
don't know.
of
I didn't take
motion.
physics in high school, so I wouldn't know, but I feel like
He
it's
just said
physics.
how
This is
important
crazy.
it is.
This conversation is nuts right now.
I understand it, though, but I never took it.
I never took physics either.
I got the required science classes done. I was like,
But-
physics, no thank you.
For some programming I did, I wish I took physics because I was learning a
Did you?
physics equation, turning into code.
Yeah, I took physics in college too. Yeah, and then I took biomechanics.
Give us a rundown.
No,
Yuck.
no. So yeah, I mean it's super helpful. I think to be able to be really savvy with stuff, you need to understand whatever it is that you do really well. It's tough to fool everybody when you don't really know the thing that you're supposed to be good at.
Yeah, very
Does
true.
that make sense?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, and so if you're going to do well as an engineer, like you better understand your physics and your math and chemistry and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. To me, like one of the educational lapses that we have, I think there's a lot of push towards STEM. But I think actually one of the areas that we probably struggle with the most, especially in elementary and high school education, middle school education, is a lot more philosophy and understanding what we've already been through as a society over the last 1,000 years and not retracing our steps. I think maybe we've talked about this before on here, but it's like we got to dig into some of this the well thought out
digging, baby.
thoughts that we've already gone through as a society, so we don't have to rehash them. Let's just get that out of the way so we all have a certain baseline understanding of how the world works. But
Makes sense
I
to me.
digress.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, feel free to cut all that out if you like.
So today's March 4th. Was that right? Today's 3rd? Today's March 3rd. As we're recording this, we have a lot of episodes in the chamber. So this might come out in a couple weeks. But so when you guys hear this, it'll have already happened. But I'm going to Des Moines this weekend.
Okay.
And I'm going to go see Jerry Seinfeld. my buddy Brett and I love comedians. We love stand-up comedy. We love Seinfeld. And seeing him as a bucket list.
Yeah.
So he's going to be there. It's going to be his 40th birthday here soon. So I bought tickets for us to go see Seinfeld, and we're going to eat great Asian food more than likely. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. Are you into stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I love it.
Have you seen many of them in your life?
Yeah. I went to Brian Regan when I was in college.
I saw him in college, too.
Yeah, he was probably on the same trip. He
More
probably
than
went
likely.
Cedar Falls
Right back
to
back.
Ames.
Yep.
And then I've seen Nate Bargatze.
So jealous. He's one I want to see bad.
I saw him in Sioux City at the Orpheum.
Yeah, I want to see him bad.
And Seinfeld was probably what got us started kind of enjoying, because we actually had a DVD of Seinfeld
I love that show.
when we were growing up.
It's the best sitcom of all time.
And then Brian Regan changed stand-up comedy for us. Like it was because he's pretty clean and it's easy to listen to, and he's very self-deprecating, which is fantastic. And so he really changed the stand-up comedy for us to enjoy. That's why Nate Bargatze is so good too, because he just follows along those same kind of themes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw in college Regan. I've seen. We went to Cedar Rapids and saw Jim Gaffigan.
Oh, that'd be good.
Me and I don't remember if I ever told the story out here. Me and four of my buddies, four of us are large humans. We're walking up to him, and he goes, "Geez, the O-line of the Chicago Bears is approaching me for a picture." I don't know if I've told that story on here. We saw George Carlin.
Oh, whoa!
He came to Cedar Falls when I was there and saw him. I mean, that's like a titan of stand-up comedy, and it was amazing. I've seen a lot, but man, I'm so freaking stoked to see Jerry Seinfeld.
That'll be really good.
It's a bucket list. Can't wait.
Has he been on tour much?
Well, he was in Sioux City last year.
So he's been
Or
touring.
2 years ago.
He's been touring.
He's been touring here and there. Yeah, he doesn't do a ton of dates, but I mean, he does 20, 30 a year.
Yeah.
Just the fact that Sioux City got him and now Des Moines getting him. It's this new big event center there.
I saw.
See him at.
Oh yeah, that new one down there.
I'm pumped.
I saw Steve Martin and Martin Short probably 3 or 4 years ago at the Orpheum in Sioux City. That was also fantastic.
I love
It was
those
really
guys.
good. Yeah,
Love those guys.
that was kind
Father
of
the
before.
Bride.
That was kind of before their show got. What's that new show they do together?
Can't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
That was kind of before that really took off, and now obviously they're to the moon again.
Father of the Bride, such underrated comedy that doesn't get talked about enough. Those movies are hilarious. Steve Martin and Martin Short are just so funny in them.
Yeah, they are. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm pumped. Can't wait. Going to go see Jerry Seinfeld. It's going to be amazing. I'll have follow-ups whenever I get back and whenever that episode comes out that I talk about it on.
Yeah.
So, hey, it's time for an Iowa Corn Chat. You ready for that?
Okay, sure.
What are you doing over there?
I was
Do we
just
need
organizing
We
things.
need a filibuster. Look at that.
Stop it. Enough. Okay, here we go. If you had to rename the state of Iowa, what would you choose and the new name for our state?
I need to rename the whole state?
Choose as the new name for our state.
That seems a little ridiculous. Isn't Iowa already perfect? How do you think that, first of all, first question, how did the states get their names? That's what I want to know. Like, how does Arkansas become Arkansas?
Oh, Billy Bob.
How does Iowa become Iowa?
I would have a tendency to say it has something to do with Native American tribes.
Iowa. I can't say it without trying to sound like Gary Dolphin. We're in the state of Iowa.
That's pretty good.
What would I rename it? I don't know. Windy.
Windy. That's pretty good.
Welcome to
Clever.
the state of Windy.
Yeah. If we're using adjectives to name the state.
If you're visiting Northwest Iowa, you don't want to be there for more than 12 hours. You'll lose your toupee.
Yes.
I don't know. Wendy's the first thing that came to mind. Maybe a cheeseburger. Call us cheeseburger.
Pig country.
Oh, there we go. We
Pig
are the
country.
number one pork producer.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
These are terrible.
Yeah.
guys.
We don't have great names.
We
yeah.
are the number one pork producer.
I can't trust you guys, though.
So it has to be something pork related.
Swine.
Here we go. What if we called
Swiney.
ourselves Beef Chop?
Is everybody else renaming their names, or is it just us? Like, are we just the
Beef chop.
weirdo?
Yeah,
You know,
know.
none of the other
California.
states. None of the other states are renaming themselves as just Iowa. Yeah,
California
we're gonna
would
look
be
odd.
wasteland. Just kidding. New York would be, or Chicago, we'd just call them Glizzy because they're famous for their Chicago dogs.
There you go.
Everything goes to food. For me.
Glizzy.
That's not. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah, I don't.
Who's the most famous? So the most famous Iowa athlete probably is like Niall Kinnick. He's not the best, but just the lore behind him. Who's the most famous Iowa State athlete, do you think?
The most famous? I mean, Jack Trice kind of has that same lore.
So what's a combination of Niall Kinnick and Jack Trice?
That'd be lame.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. I don't have a good answer for that.
No,
I'm not used to naming
I'm not good
states.
at names. Yeah.
I was trying to think of like combining the
How about
letters.
new something? New Iowa.
New Wind.
New Wind.
New Breeze, Iowa. Or wait, the state of New Breeze.
New Porkville.
Newfoundland.
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 Sounds like we're in Amsterdam or something.
I like Newfoundland.
Netherlands.
That's great. Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Newfoundland.
There it is.
That's the best one we got.
That's what we got.
Newfoundland.
Welcome to
I'm
Newfoundland.
gonna in the off season. I mean, in the off week, I'm gonna try to come up with a better name and bring it to the next episode.
I hope so, because that wasn't a very successful corn chat. That's probably our.
It's throwing on us blind. That's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, that was all right.
Newfoundland. All right. Farm life in the last week. It's been exciting.
Yeah, it's been a good week. How about you kick it off? How about you go
All
first?
right. I bought all of my pasture seed. It's ordered.
Okay.
It's going to be here sometime soon, and honestly, I'm hoping maybe late March to get it seeded if it stays. Depends on how wet it gets and stuff.
Okay.
And obviously, if there's a big freeze and snowstorm coming, I might want to wait till April. But
Yeah.
all ordered, going to get it put in. 70 new acres of pasture.
Woo! 7-0.
Getting a little aggressive here with the cattle operation in the pasture. I hope it pays off. I hope it goes well. I think it will.
Are you going to try and keep some 100% grass fed?
I don't know. I'm not sure it's enough to have that happen.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it's enough to maybe save at least a couple hundred hay bales over the summer. Mm-hmm. Just got to get that stuff established and going first. Where if I sold everything and then bought pairs in the fall again to replace them with, then that stuff would be real thick.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah.
Still thinking about it though.
Yeah.
Still praying about it. But I got that. I don't know. I'm just like starting to feel like, oh my gosh, it's March. It's right around the corner.
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling.
I'm like, man, I got to get the drill ready to roll for if we're going to be the ones drilling this. Otherwise, I was thinking I might have my buddy Jeff come and air seed it all. I don't know. I'm just thinking about greasing our soil finisher and everything that goes with it. Plus, I got calving season right around the corner. I'm probably 25 days from calving season. So much manure needs to be hauled. I got to get gates ready in the calving building and all that. Boy, it'd be nice if I had pasture. They could just all calve out there. Maybe next year, though.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just a time of year where I don't like spring. Spring is so much busier than summer and fall for me. Spring's fine.
Yeah.
But you got to go through the mud and the wet
Yeah.
and the nastiness. And
Yeah.
then just calving throws everything off for me. So many plans get ruined by calving season. I don't even know why I try to make plans during calving season.
Well, it sounds like it's just all year.
Yeah, plans just ruined all year. At least it slows down in the fall. So that's just what's been going on. I got the seed ordered, ready to go. I'm trying to make plans for that.
Do you have somebody come in and drill it for you, or what are you going to do? I
think I'm going to have my buddy Jeff. He's got this big, so he's got two options. He's got a big no-till drill they could use, or he's got a drill specific for like grass seeding that he could borrow from a guy, or he has an air seeder.
Yeah.
Now the problem with the air seeder is, and he thinks it'll get in plenty of pressure to get it in the ground, but it is ground that cattle have been grazing on throughout the fall, which cattle make ground into concrete, essentially. So if we were following a rain and it dries up a little bit, and now it's like so dry, it can go right into it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Probably going to have someone else that would be a lot faster.
Yeah.
But we do have a drill if I want to go out and drill stuff on my own. It'll just take a little bit of time, We don't use it a ton, but we do have a drill.
Take a little prep work, maybe.
Yeah. So who knows? We might just drill it ourselves and save some money. And plus, we got to make a YouTube video anyway.
Nice.
YouTube video out drilling.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I think that we're staring down the barrel.
Yeah, we are.
It feels...
Where'd winter go?
Sunday came, I kind of looked at the calendar, I went, oh, all right, it's go time. You kind of feel, all right, this pressure's on a little bit. But we've been prepping certain seed and and getting ready to start the treater up and really start treating beans and get those put in boxes. And then next 2 weeks, we'll start really delivering seed for guys and kind of putting out plans of
There we go.
talking through what to do and what seed to go first and that sort of stuff. So
It's coming.
yeah, and then it's you kind of got to get all that done, and then that's kind of it takes priority for us around here, just because we got to get seed out the door before I pull a planter in and start working on it myself, you know. And the old blue truck, we got the carburetor back, put the carburetor in yesterday. And the leak is worse than it was before. So I would like to put the planter in the shop, but old blue now is actually in worse shape than it was.
What do you think is causing that?
There's a little thing. It's called an accelerator pump on the side of the carburetor. That there's either a small crack in it, or there's a bad gasket again, or
Oh, man.
there's 4 little screws in there that maybe are stripped out or something. But it was just a little drip, and now every time you can just sit there and move that kind of throttle assembly, and it just goes. Now it's just squirting gas out the side of it.
That ain't great.
So it's seen better days. So I'd like to get that out of here so I can get the planter in and kind of work over it a little bit and put some finishing touches on it before we get going. But the planter, as old as it is, I think it's 14 or 15 years old now. As old as it is, like it comes out and it works. And then we put it away.
That's how ours
and we
is.
pull it back out again and it works. And it's tough to argue with that, you know.
Ours is probably about 20. You know?
And I think that's probably one of my biggest hesitancies to getting a different planter is just the fact that I know that when this comes out, I'm going to be really happy with the stand. When it goes away, it comes back out and it works again the next year. So, you know, we got stuff to do, but I feel the itch, you know, and you're like trying to finish getting the rest of the seed in. There's some straggler stuff out there. And, but I mean, by the time this episode airs, we'll probably have most of it delivered already. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
This feels like the fastest winter I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's probably the chaos of Hut Up Media that made everything go so fast. But boy, I feel like it was just Christmas, and here we are, and it's March.
Yeah, it's flying.
And I don't know, maybe it's because you get older, you realize you have less years to live, your mortality sets in, life goes faster. Maybe, I don't know. Could be wrong.
Existential crisis.
How about that?
I don't know. I just
Are you ready for a midlife crisis here? What do you want to spend your money on? Come on, let's do it together. Let's make a
Cows.
video out of it.
buy a bunch of cows. Let's go get one of those cars from that auction.
The excellent.
The auction's over, man.
Oh, let's try to buy a Scottie Pippen item.
Yeah.
The excellent boys
that
have a
would be something.
midlife crisis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I got a lot of gray hair. It's just me and Dave sitting around looking at some hunk of crap we bought for like $80,000. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. For you, it'll just be timberland and with your cameras out there looking at deer.
Just going severely in debt, but
There
I'm
you
just
go.
happy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are in the Cherokee Locker studios, and it's time to watch a video now and tell you, by golly, that you could be eating something just as delicious if you get the one main key ingredient that matters most, a good quality cut of meat. And you can find that at the Cherokee Locker. This video, I'm excited. It's another one of these crazy fast-paced TikTokers who makes their amazing cut of meat. And
What are
it
we
goes
starting with here? What is
so
that?
quick. So it is a, first of all, look at that ribeye. That is an unbelievable ribeye.
That does look really good.
And it's gonna it's gonna like all these videos do, show us the end product, and then we're gonna watch the video essentially in retrospect.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
In
Like where you see the ending
before,
first and
in
then it tells the
arrears.
story.
In arrears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like credits at the beginning of a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so excited for this.
You ready?
Ribeye is the
That
second best
looks-
cut of beef you can
That
get.
looks great.
Here we
Looks
go.
great. All right, he's cutting it. So this is finished product.
Yep. Cutting against the bias. Don't waste that fat, by the way. I'd eat that fat all day. And then he's
Was that time? That's time.
Yeah, he uses thyme to put
sprinkled
the
over
butter
it.
on.
Wow.
look at how tender that is.
That scared me.
So here we go. He's putting this.
Some sort of
It's like a compote, like of tallow,
okay.
all over the steak. This is the most
Salt.
fat, amazing looking ribeye.
Salt. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Charcoal.
Well, it doesn't look super hot.
Charcoal grill.
Huh.
Oh, it'll get there. Now here's my
Okay.
favorite part.
Whoa.
Melt 2 sticks of butter.
Kind of a
down.
brown butter sauce.
He's making a brown butter. Watch how he makes it back into butter though. Pour
What?
it over a pan that's over ice water.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
How amazing does that look? And now it's gonna be like a red pepper butter. red pepper flakes, garlic, seasoning.
Wow. It's kind of like a chimichurri butter.
Yeah, I would eat spoonfuls of just that butter.
Whoa. Wow.
So the steak is taken off the grill. Now here's my favorite part. Let's give it a good sear,
he's
baby.
going to sear it?
We're going to make that side nice and crispy. Little reverse sear action. Whew. I could just literally smell this video.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Using the thyme as a little applicator.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so hungry.
Oh, man. That is something.
Look at that steak.
That is something.
And then he puts it in front of us, and that's that. Oh, look at that butter drizzle.
That's something. Yeah.
How good does that look?
I'm kind of in shock. I'm like, wow, it's what is it, 8:30 in the morning, and I'm like,
It looks so good.
I would eat that.
Sorry, when I went, he ate, and I have the
yeah, right
audio
in
in
your
my ear. Oh, it sounded horrible.
Dude. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be you. You need to buy local from a farmer who uses these lockers, or just go to the locker yourself and buy a fat ribeye.
That thing,
That's like a 8 ounce ribeye?
it's huge,
Huge.
man. That was an inch and a half thick ribeye. Yeah, that was legit.
I'm so hungry. I'm literally tasting it in my mouth.
Yeah.
All the ribeyes I've eaten over my life, I can taste it.
That was impressive.
But
I don't
put that butter on there.
There's something to be said about getting a piece of beef that is like really fresh. That was actually just butchered. Man, that's awesome.
I have friends. I have friends in my life, and it's usually the same person who thinks both of these things are true. He thinks a hot dog's a hot dog. You can't tell the difference between one of them chicken and pork ones versus all beef. And to that, I want to smack them. It's just the most untrue thing quite possibly ever spewed out of anyone's mouth. And then people who's like, oh, isn't it like a steak's a steak? Like it's the same if you get it from grocery or a locker. Like they all taste the same. Could not be more untrue. Like the quality difference, first of all, just look at the color alone. But then the taste is, it's proof's in the pudding. My buddy, during COVID, a bunch of my friends in Sioux Falls and Des Moines started buying beef from me because it went through the roof at grocery store.
Yeah.
And now all their neighbors and friends are also buying beef from me because they tried it and they were like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Where'd this come from? And he's like, my buddy, who's a farmer, Northwest Iowa. They get it done at the locker, and now they're all buying beef from me too.
Dude.
What more of a testimony do you need than that this is way better?
Time to get that website rolling.
So, honestly, me too. Need to pivot away from corn and beans and go all in on a beef retail.
Farms beef.
But, man, I actually I buy a hog every year from a buddy.
Okay.
This year, I bought it from a different friend who I have never bought from before. It was one of their show pigs from the fair. This thing was like 380 pounds.
Yeah.
When it got butchered.
Yeah.
That's big. Grilled some Iowa. I set out 10 Iowa pork chops from it. The other night, we got it all processed and done at the Cherokee Locker.
Yeah.
Grilled with my parents, ate supper with them, and then I took the leftovers home. These Iowa chops are massive.
Yeah.
And they're an inch and a half thick. Yesterday, speaking of butter, I sliced it up into small pieces and I reheated my leftovers in a pan with butter and a little seasoning. Mm-hmm. Dude, that butter, and real butter too. Stick butter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the flavor is unreal. And then I had all like the meat juice and butter in there together when I dumped the pan into my bowl, and then I could like take a spoonful of the butter with every bite of meat, and I was literally in heaven. Literally.
Yikes. Holy. You're not just getting enough fat from the meat, but you're also getting loads of fat from that butter.
Getting it.
Buy your meat locally. For those of you who are local, go to the Cherokee Locker. You're going to take one bite of whatever you bought and be like, why haven't I been doing this my whole life?
Yeah.
And for those of you who already do it, they're nodding their head in
They're like,
right now.
Yep.
Arms crossed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. By the way, one more thing I was going to say about the locker. They have over 20 flavors of beef sticks there.
Yes, they do.
I'm talking like this ain't your Slim Jim from the gas station.
Yeah.
Legit, amazing, delicious, not super processed beef sticks. And they have currently right now going on a deal on, by the time you hear this, it might not be a deal anymore, but you can still get them. They're breakfast sausage links. They have multiple different flavors.
Oh.
They're amazing, dude. You just thaw those baby out in like an hour, pop them in your pan to reheat, and have a little egg with it. They have like maple sausage. They have like 3 different kinds of flavored sausage, dude. It's so good.
If they're not Slim Jims, what would you call them? Big Jims?
Skinny James.
Beef sticks.
Yeah, I call them Skinny James.
Beef sticks. What are some of the flavors they got? Because I have jalapeno,
Thanks, Dave.
cheddar.
Jalapeno cheddar, which
I
in
have
my opinion is
cheddar
the best.
regulars. Yeah.
They have teriyaki. They have like raspberry jalapeno. They have
That sounds good.
Pepperoni pizza
What?
flavored beef sticks. Geez, I should. I'm gonna have them all memorized by
Seriously,
the end of summer.
To me, that's like I always have a package of those open in the fridge.
Yeah, over 20
They
flavors
are
there.
so good, so good.
Yeah, they have dill pickle ones. I've tried those. They're
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
They just have original too. So there's like 8 of the flavors. 12
Nice.
more that I'm missing.
Yeah.
So good. All right. Another fun company is Sheldon Power and Equipment. And we're going to get into the main segment now. Sheldon Power and Equipment, by the way, Mid-Soda. I've been seeing so many Mid-Soda trailer ads from them. Get your Mid-Soda trailer. Mid-Soda trailers are awesome. They got this dump trailer. They got livestock trailers. You can get a good pair of leather gloves there, I bet. I'm just assuming they have
Leather
them.
gloves.
I'm just assuming they have them because other places like that do. I think they got air pressure gauge there.
Don't know. Yeah.
I bet there's a good chance.
Probably figure something
Mitchell
out.
can get you an
You
air
go buy a
pressure
trailer
gauge.
and probably hook it
Yeah.
up.
I was putting air in my tire yesterday. It made me think of that. What can't you get there? So Sheldon Power and Equipment, hit them up. Side dump trailer that you could use for your utility use around the house for the farm with landscaping, and also probably haul your lawnmower in it too if you want.
Yeah.
Drive it right up the side.
Yep.
So hit up Sheldon Power and Equipment in Sheldon. Wonderful company. One run by a wonderful man, Mitchell Van Gorp. There it is.
Yep.
One of these days I'll get his name will just
You always struggle with that.
roll off the tongue. All right, it is time to talk about farming then versus now, which we've done a couple times.
This has been a while.
Yeah, you said you have an exciting one. I
was
don't.
like-
Mine's not that exciting,
We need to talk about this.
but I want to hear what you're bringing to us.
Can't remember if we've talked about this before. I never grew up with poultry around the house,
Okay.
but my dad did.
Okay.
And we've got some fun video of
How many are we talking here?
What's that?
How many are we talking here?
I don't know. In the video,
Like
there's
just
probably
20 chickens running around the yard?
there's probably 50.
Dang, that's a lot of eggs.
Well, I'm not sure the layer to broiler relationship, but we've got some fun video of my grandpa Stuart
Okay.
driving the old Super M around with a little drag behind it, and it's in this little orchard. There's white. It looks to be apple trees. Must be in the spring. They're blooming, and he's bumming around in the old Super M, kind of tilling this stuff, and the chickens are just running wild. There's a little chicken coop in the backyard. I was like, man, that's something. And then I saw this thing the last, a couple weeks ago, and I was like, now that is new age chicken farming right there.
Yeah.
So this is a company. There's an engineer in Canada that started building these. They're called Yucca robotic pasture barns. So it's actually it's a small hoop barn. It'll hold 500 to 600 broilers. It'll hold 300 to 400 layers, and they will drive themselves across your pasture every day. And it has an automatic feeding system on it. It has an automatic watering system on it. The sides will roll up and roll down on their own depending on what the external temperature is and internal temperature is.
Yeah.
So depending on what time of day, so it's wild. But I saw this and I was like, man, if there's anything that's farming then versus farming now, that's it, dude. That is it.
Technology, man.
Yeah.
Everything's crazy.
Yeah. It literally will drive itself the width of the barn. So depending on what orientation, you can drive it the long way or you can drive it the wide way, and it'll move the width of the barn every single day for
I'd be
you.
worried and want to move it myself, I feel like.
Well, I would still be out there, I think, when it's moving. You'd want to go out
Now,
there
what comes with this is obviously
and make sure the chickens don't get rolled up.
Things break, mechanical issues, you got to
Yeah,
fix that. But
absolutely.
honestly, if you learn how to do it.
Yeah.
So how does it, so it's a barn, like, are they just, they can access the pasture, right?
Well, they're on pasture in the barn. That would be considered pasture.
So then how does it move? Does like the floor close up and it can like lift up so then it moves?
Nope. They're on the grass. In the barn, they're on the
Okay.
grass, And there's a heavy skirting, like a rubber skirting around the outside with a flexible rod on the bottom, so it kind of hugs the ground as it goes. And then the chickens just move.
Oh, it just kind of moves them.
Mm-hmm. There's four wheels on it, and with a solar panel, and it just moves itself once a day.
So once a day. So we're talking 500 head chicken barn. What do you think? Is it like a third of an acre, if that? How big is it?
I think
I'm trying to figure out how many acres you'd need for like a summer. Because are they in this thing year round?
Well, you could probably post up and get like a winterized version of this and keep them
this
year
is like a
round.
spring to fall thing.
But I think you'd probably only do 3 turns, like you'd do a spring, summer, fall turns or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. So if you get 1,500 chickens, I think they said it will in a year it'll go through 6 acres if you're going all year.
That's it?
Yeah. So they don't go very far.
What the heck?
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm gonna have a lot of pasture around. I want to invest.
So it's like 3 acres is all you need for one of these things to buggy around, and you raise 1,500 chickens, pasture raised chickens every year.
Just put it out in my cattle pasture, probably.
Yeah.
Dude,
look at him getting all excited.
Dude, you think of what I'm thinking? Think of the YouTube.
That
series.
Website all of a sudden is going to have pasture raised chickens on it.
I might be on the front page of their website.
Hey man, whatever.
Yeah, chickens back in the day, man. So was that drag to like spread out the litter and the manure?
I would assume
and stuff?
so. Yeah, I would assume so.
Because I actually saw a video the other day of a guy pulling a homemade manure spreader in his cattle pasture, but it was it's not a manure spreader. That's what he called it. But he had just like 3 rows, and it was like 6 tires that were in each row, and they were all connected via chains.
Okay.
It was just a giant drag he pulled behind his tractor, and it just busted up all the manure piles and poop piles and kind of spread them out, and he drove through the whole pasture doing that, so it broke them up and get them into the ground better.
Yeah.
And I was like, that kind of reminded me of the drag you were talking about with your grandpa.
Yeah.
When was that video from? Like, we talking like pre-2000s?
From my grandpa?
Yeah, the one where he's pulling
No, this would be like 1960-ish, 60-something.
And you have a video of it?
Yeah, so my grandpa...
That's pretty cool.
What were they using? A camera?
Yeah, it would be like an old...
discussion of all time. But what are we talking, like a giant on-your-shoulder thing?
I think...
What are cameras
What
in
were
the
some of the
70s
specs like? How many mils? 15?
No
8,
idea.
What, 6? I don't know.
I can look.
One of those,
Is this one of those ones
what year did you say it was?
70s, probably.
Mid 60s.
Is this one of those ones where like, you have to take the film out of it and put it on like a roll projector thing, like the scene from
I don't know.
Christmas Vacation?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. My dad, I think, is playing high school football in some of the videos. So it would be the late 60s, early 70s.
Dude, people just didn't really have cameras much then.
No, we're super crazy that my grandpa was really, really into cameras.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time.
And so they would do fun stunts. So when we've got video all the way down to when my dad was in diapers running around.
Dude, I want to see some
So that would be in the late 50s.
Yeah, I want to see these videos.
So, 8mm film.
8 mil?
Yeah, Kodak film. It would be, Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, they would
so cool.
They would do some fun stunt type stuff where they were big into hunting geese and ducks and stuff back then. And so,
or unless he spent a lot of money, then it would be 16.
Yeah, I don't know. But they would go and they would shoot geese, and then they would get the camera out. They weren't going to waste the film missing, so they would shoot the geese. Then they would get the film out, and then my grandpa would film. One of the kids would throw the goose in the air, and then they would film one of them shooting the already dead goose, and then
that's amazing.
But they wanted action shots, man.
He was like Phil Robertson before Phil Robertson.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Because that's what I remember. Jason, all them have like talked about. I don't understand why our dad always wants cameras out here and making videos of this stuff, and they all thought it was the dumbest idea ever. Now look at what they're reaping from this.
Yeah.
They're all multi-millionaires because their dad wanted to film this stuff and be on camera doing it ahead of his time.
Yeah, my grandpa, I never met my grandpa. He passed away before I was born, but he was really into, he would record videos on TV all the time. So we had all these old kind of VHSs that have just old shows on. We have all the Charlie Brown Christmas. We have the Muppets Christmas. We have all that stuff on VHSs.
The Muppets Christmas is the best Christmas movie hands
we have
down.
all that stuff on VHSs. And so
amazing.
my oldest brother, also tech savvy, works in IT security. He got all this moved digitally. So like I have digital files of all this stuff. So
Maybe my
pretty
biggest
sweet.
regret from
Pretty
my
sweet.
childhood or my adolescence, I could say, is when we got to, like, when I was in college, when I still had all of the video from, like, when me and my buddies had camcorders and my parents did, and they were filming games or all of our homecoming activities and lip syncs, never getting those, like, on DVDs and then eventually digitally.
Yeah.
Huge regret.
We actually have. It's funny that we're talking about this. Dad and I were cleaning out some things a couple days ago, and we had a pallet, and literally it's a box full of my brother's VHS basketball tapes from high school, and he played in a lot of basketball games, and so they. I was like, can you go give these to them? They're taking up space in the shop, but they're fun. I mean, it's cool to have all that stuff, and I'm not sure if those are. I think those are all digital too, so it's probably not a huge deal if he has the actual hard copies. But yeah, it's neat stuff, man. It's neat.
I think I feel like camcorders started to get really like normalized, like the '90s when we were in high school.
Yeah,
like a lot of parents started having those ones where you had to take your little tape out of it and put it into like the VCR tape to watch it.
Yeah,
and stuff before. I mean, now everyone's got them.
We had a Sony one that I used when I was a kid.
Really?
And my parents
you put your
used
hand
to.
up into like the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had night vision on it.
Nice.
Those things were awesome.
Yeah.
Those things were so fun.
I think these barns, man, this could be kind of neat because
that is very cool.
I've been thinking about this, and there's grants out the wazoo for stuff like this. So this has been kind of what I've been thinking about, is that you could do a little test trial with this on some strip cropping, and specifically, I think a lot of guys today run a 40-foot planter bar, and this thing is 42 feet wide, I think. So technically between your first row and the 25th row, for most guys it would be the 17th row because they run in 30-inch rows. You could get this thing to squeeze down the rows, and you could run a cover crop stripped with corn, strip cover crop, strip corn, and you're going to make more money off the chickens than you are off the beans, like, because beans don't make any money right now. And so I was like, well, maybe there's potential in that, because when you strip crop, there's conversations about increased yields, and because of the sunlight potential in the rows of corn that you do have is greater. And so they talk 20 to 30% increase in yields. You've got chicken litter on the ground already, so you're decreasing manure on the backside. There's all sorts of grant money for soil health and strip cropping. And I mean, like, there's potential to make something like this into some sort of a study. I don't know if you could grand scale it to where you had 40, 50 barns or not, because you need the outlet for the chickens at that point.
Heck, even
and that's kind of.
So what do we? Is this like commercial? Like you're selling? A company's buying your chickens from you?
I don't know. That's the bottleneck, is trying to figure out what to do with the chickens.
How am I making money on this?
Right. That's the bottleneck. You have to sell the chicken somewhere.
Bring chicken in, yummy, good.
We get the bill, and so I guess if you're not consuming them all, you got to sell them.
Yeah,
Consume them.
I'm not eating 1,500 chickens a year, so they got to go somewhere.
I will.
You're going to eat 1,500 chickens? You're going to eat 3 chickens a day? It's 5 chickens a day.
4 chickens a day.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be bulking.
Yeah, man. Bulk phase. All
we do is eat chicken and lift.
Yeah.
Hey, it'd be good.
But if you could set up, I'd be interested. We should. I don't know. This is probably an off-the-air conversation.
We need
could set
on a
business.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
We could work together. I got some pasture ground. You could put some in. We could try to start like a whole-sale business, like
I'd be
selling
down.
chickens
I'd be
and
down.
stuff.
I don't know. We know a great locker. I don't know if they process chickens or not, but maybe we should talk to them about processing
Dude,
chickens.
we could start a chicken empire with the Cherokee Locker. If they're the only locker though in the area selling whole, amazing, big old fat chickens that were raised on a farm,
Yeah, man.
that is some
Could be something.
cashola.
Could be something.
Can I get on that chicken? I
We're
like
gonna have
chicken.
to cut all this out because we just made some money.
TBD. All right.
What's all of this out?
No, we're just joking.
Yeah. Anyway.
Farming then versus now.
Yeah. How about you? What
The
do you
only
got?
thing I have is that my mind always goes to manure.
Okay.
Because how much easier it is to move manure now compared to back then. But I was thinking, my dad always tells me that they cleaned out all the buildings by hand, him and my dad, or him and my grandpa, and maybe his brother. Or
Sure.
His siblings would help occasionally.
Do you have
Sounds
video
like-
of this?
What?
Do you have video of this?
Unfortunately not.
Dang.
No. My family is the least tech-savvy family of all time. But I mainly it was just my dad and grandpa. I think my dad's siblings weren't a huge fan of farm labor.
Sure.
But he said, yeah, once a week we just go out and clean them because you're always staying on top of it, don't have a ton to do. And I started thinking, what if I I made a video series where I do farming then versus now, and I go old school and I clean our barn by hand once every 2 weeks, and it could be my amazing workout.
Okay.
Might destroy my back in the process.
Yeah.
Because we do have a small area that we can't get to with the skid loader that I clean up by hand already, and I'm huffing and puffing, sweating. Back doesn't feel great. I'm like standing up going,
Got to use those legs, man. Got to use those legs.
But, I was just thinking like this could be a great workout if I started going back to the then and doing manure by hand. Now I'm only thinking like our barn. I'm not thinking our entire calving shed and everything like that. That's just suicide mission. But our barn, which is still
they did it back in the day, right?
True.
Did they like how many cows did your parents have or your dad have or your grandpa have?
Like 50.
Okay.
Growing up. So I mean, it's a lot of poop.
Yeah.
But if you got some area for them to go out and be in the field and they're not in the barn and stuff all the time. Now, the thing is, if you always leave a building accessible, especially in the summer, they're going to congregate in there. They stand in the buildings, swat flies, poop. So in the summer, a lot of times I have to shut them out of the buildings. They will just stand in there all summer long.
Really?
And except for when they want to go out and eat and drink water. To me, I'm like, there's breeze out there. What are you doing in here? But apparently the shade must be cooler.
Must be better.
And they stand in just a big old wad of cows and swat flies off each other's backs.
Yeah.
But my gosh, do the buildings get disgusting. So I imagine back in the day, they probably had them out for the most part in the field and stuff. But in the winter when they're in there, I mean, you're having to stay on top of it. The problem is, I wonder what they did in the winter because that poop freezes. I didn't think about that.
I don't know.
Might have just had to wait. I don't know. I'm gonna ask him more.
Yeah.
But some of those farmers back in the day are just redonkulous forearms. Forearms are just huge.
Huge dudes, man.
So that was my farming then versus now. I was like, my back would be destroyed, but maybe I'd look good.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So we'll see. All right. 25 now, 25 now, a little bit mid now, 25 and a quarter now, a little bit mid now, 25, 20 half. I did terrible there. That was my worst auction of all time. Let's head on down to the auction, Dave.
Yeah.
Cue the country music. All right. I'm going to start. I want you to start.
Whoa, you're starting with
selfish.
Me? All right. Do you want a want or a unique?
I want you to let the Lord lead you. Should we stop and pray about it quick?
Oh, I think he's just leading me towards the unique.
Okay.
All right. I'm back on the Bacchus Auctioneers website.
Bacchus.
Yes, this is...
back us with your money and we'll talk about you.
Yeah, this is... I find this really interesting. If you go onto their website, they have what's called a mother-daughter cart system. This is a kind of a warehouse product.
Like a stroller?
No, it's more like it looks like a floor scrubber that you would see in Sam's Club, and then it pulls these carts around so you can put stuff on the carts, and then pallets on the carts, and then you can tug it around everywhere, which I find that kind of fascinating.
Well, that's interesting.
I don't know if I have a reason for it, but I think it'd be kind of neat to just drive this little buggy around,
Don't have a reason, but it's pretty sweet.
It's pretty neat. They call them 3 complete systems with tuggers. Tuggers.
Huh.
Like
load!
Like a tugboat, but...
Yeah, my phone won't load.
But a thing. You can just look on the screen because that's what the screen's for now.
Wow. First thing I saw on this was a nice couch and a washer dryer. Anyway.
So that's kind of neat.
That is cool. Could we have some fun with that on the farm somehow?
I don't think it's going to go through a whole lot of dirt, so...
Yeah, that's going to stay in the shop. Cement floor.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I like it.
I have been when I saw that, I was like, ooh, there's a floor scrubber. And then I saw that it's not a floor scrubber.
Yeah, you've been wanting one of those, haven't you?
If I could find a floor scrubber, man, that would change everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, my unique is found at luxgive.com.
What is LuxGive? What is this?
It is a better nonprofit experience auction than Charity Buzz. So, in my opinion. So, I found an experience here. It's called Mont Tremblant Moments.
Okay.
Mont Tremblant's breathtaking beauty. Lose yourself in it with a stay in a luxury stargazing dome in the heart of the Laurentians.
Huh?
The Laurentians.
Where's that at?
I don't know. Home to North America's #1 eastern ski resort. Mont Tremblant Resort is just minutes away And it's a very picturesque place. Essentially, you're staying in
Is this in Canada?
a glamping thing. You're literally sleeping and staying in a dome under the stars. Beautiful. Obviously, depending on what time of year you go, the scenery is going to look different.
Wow.
I thought this looked amazing for
that's
multiple
cool.
reasons. You discover the true heart of nature from your secluded forest location. Relax in privacy with a
Neat.
personal hot tub and sauna.
Okay.
I've been mulling over the idea of buying myself like a little 4-day just me vacation where I go do nothing but just relax in a sauna, hot tub, chill, eat good food, and recharge the batteries.
Okay.
Because just been going nonstop lately.
4 days is a long time by yourself, Pat. Do you think you can handle that?
I'll be there with him.
I think it would be glorious.
It seems weird.
I would try to stay off my phone and just chill, me and God, and relaxation.
I don't think.
Can I do it?
I don't.
TBD.
If you want to give me your phone before you leave, I'll make sure that you don't have your phone while you're there.
So to be honest, I had no idea what you guys were talking about other than he said vacation.
I
was talking about a personal stay by myself, like in a sauna hot tub, and you go, I'll be there.
Oh, I did not hear that part.
Sounded kind of weird.
Here's
Yeah.
another thing. A lot of
Oops.
people have been telling me lately that I need to get a massage.
Oh,
Never had one once
You need
in my
a
life.
crack to crack a prior.
The chiropractor. Indulge in a complimentary 60-minute massage as well, included with this package in their on-site spa. Exclusive clubhouse amenities with fine dining, a fitness center, a 65-foot pool, and more. This place sounds
all at this
awesome.
place?
Yeah. This place sounds incredible. You have 12 months. The winner of the auction will have 12 months to use it from the purchase date.
You still haven't told me where it's at.
I'm trying to figure out. Get to
Said
know
North
Montreal. Here we
America?
go. From Canada.
Canada. So
From
Montreal.
rugged Canadian wilderness to timeless European charm, Mont Tremblant is Quebec's Belle Providence. Quebec's Belle
It's in
Province
Quebec.
at its finest. Nestled in the Laurentian Mountains.
So they're trying to tell me that those mountains
Oh.
and those globe-looking things and all that stuff is European.
I guess European style.
Interesting.
Brother, those pictures. Definitely something that a couple probably does together. But
Is
I'm
that
thinking about,
considered a Belgian waffle? Maybe that's.
Oh, now we're talking. But I want to go have an Adam weekend. Now, will I probably go do this one? No, but there is a place in Iowa, some cabins along the river. I'm not going to tell people where it is because I want to save it for myself. I've told one other friend couple that I know loves to go camping. These things look sick. These cabins look amazing, and you get a private hot tub and sauna with the cabins.
Whoa.
And
Really?
I'm legit thinking about taking an Adam weekend and going relaxing at these ones
Okay.
in Iowa. But I'm not.
All
Gonna,
right.
I'm not gonna dox where they are. I'll give it to you off the air.
You're not going to. Yeah. And then.
A little bit. You and Kelly could go there and hang out, and I could watch
That's
the
what I was
girls
thinking.
while you're gone.
I don't know about the second part, but
So anyway, that's my unique. What's your want? Oh man.
we're staying on Bacchus Auctions actually, and there is a complete hotel dispersal auction.
An entire hotel?
A whole hotel
You
for
buy a
sale.
hotel?
No, well, this is the items of the hotel. It's items. So there's pictures and kitchen equipment. There's all
What
sorts
is
of.
that? A
cool
fireplace?
That's a fireplace. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a fireplace with some shelving units next to it, I believe.
Fireplace.
But the one thing I was looking at, I've always being previously an athletic trainer.
Yeah.
A ice machine is a big part of your life when you're an athletic trainer. A lot of ice in the life.
Yeah.
But I would like an ice machine.
That would honestly
And
be amazing.
this big tall ice machine here would be so cool. It would probably be a huge energy hog, but man, that would be neat to have.
yeah.
I'm an ice fan.
Yeah.
And I think that's really neat. But there's a lot of cool stuff on the
look at all
commercial
these items.
commercial laundry machines. I mean, these are like heavy duty laundry machines and
Yeah.
all sorts of photography,
Bunch of chairs.
tables, chairs. There's kitchen equipment. There's like stainless serving tables and yeah. I mean, it's a sweet auction. It is in Fairfield, Iowa, so it's on the eastern side of Iowa.
Maharishi. School of the Maharishi.
Is that one of the pictures there? Is that what you're seeing?
No, Maharishi Fairfield. It's a weird like levitation school.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
We live in Hogwarts.
Yeah. Pretty much. Dude.
A lot of looks to be bundles and bundles and bundles of towels if you want probably used, slightly used, well-bleached towels.
Great for the farm.
Great for the farm.
Grease towels for the
Yeah,
farm.
great for the farm. I don't know. I wonder if you have to buy the whole lot of towels or if they're going to separate them out.
Yeah. Speaking of your ice maker, my dream, like if Hut Up Media gets to the point where I want it to get, or if the cattle market just goes up to $10 a pound,
Okay.
my dream is to have just a nice, quaint little like cabin style home, like on some of our land. But I want to have a massive, amazing kitchen in it,
Okay.
and I want it to be like an industrial kitchen just for me.
Yeah.
Big old ice maker like that. Huge, incredible stoves. Maybe give me like an awesome, giant 8-foot by 4-foot cutting board area where I can just go to town.
That way you can have that guy that did that sirloin come and prep some steak for you.
Yeah.
That'd be
But
pretty
so
sweet.
it's like I want to tithe and give more to the kingdom of God and then have an amazing kitchen.
There you go.
That's all a man wants.
Yeah. Why
Give
not
to the
do it?
Lord and have an awesome kitchen.
Do it.
That sounds like a happy life to me.
It's pretty cool.
So, yeah, your ice maker thing, I'm totally on board
You
with
know
that.
what they say, more money, more problems.
True.
I don't know what I just did there.
That's what I say.
Well, there you go.
Mo money, mo problems for all those dumb rappers who didn't know how to use it. All right. My want. The bidding begins on March 24th, 2026 in Jewel, Iowa. Cement feed bunks.
Ooh.
Now, I've talked about feed bunks like maybe a couple months ago on this, but here's the deal.
These new or used.
These are used.
Okay.
I'm not looking for a ton, and this is something I legit might try to buy. We'll see. Don't know how I'm going to move them because they weigh a bajillion pounds.
Yeah.
But yesterday I'm dumping corn, doing my farmer carry corn feeding style, and a lot of I'm like looking, I'm like, man, there's a hole. There's a hole. A lot of my bunks are rusted out, getting holes in them. Now another one. I discovered a new hole yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm pulling pieces of rust and metal out of the bunk so the cows don't eat it. And I just got to thinking, like, some of these I need, first of all, the ones that aren't broke, I need to find like a coating or something that I can put in there. But then I was like, these cement bunks, man, if I could get 8 to 10 bunks and go and put them in place of these ones that are bad and replace them with these cement ones, man, these will last forever.
It's a good infrastructure option
will
for
last forever.
high cattle price times, like it's a good
Yeah.
expense.
Yeah, and it's got these built-in bars on them where most guys usually just tie cables onto them. I feel like I would try to find a way to get like boards on them, and if there was like a bolt system I could put on these boards to move them up and down. Just because I don't know, I don't trust those cables entirely.
Okay.
But we'll see. The cables. See, the thing with these cement ones is guys usually have them in like a feed lot where they got 800 pounders coming in. They feed them to 1,400 pounds. The cable system, it just worries me a little bit with cow-calf. But the calves, if they're with their moms, where these bunks aren't going anywhere. They stay
Yeah.
with mom.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I've just been thinking I need to get this bunk situation figured out. They're rusting, holes. I'm getting annoyed. They've all lasted us a long time.
What do these go for? What do concrete bunks go for?
That's a great
Are
question.
they going to be
I
a
imagine
couple hundred bucks? Going to be
That's what I was
$1,000?
thinking. I was thinking
I have
$200
no
to
idea.
$300 a bunk.
Okay.
So because they're used.
Yeah.
Now the problem is loading them
Right. You're going to need a
onto
flatbed to get them over here.
Definitely not going to drive to Jewel, Iowa with a flat rack. Plus
Yeah.
a flat rack, I'm not sure can handle this.
No.
And go get them. And also these would be so easy to clean out with a shovel when it snows. They're nice and wide.
Oh, yeah.
So gonna look into these more. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right.
But I got I probably got 30 feet of bunks that needs replaced. And then the ones up at my dad's place that I got during COVID, I need to get them all completely cleaned out, wiped, like hosed out, and then I need to find like a coating or something I can put in there.
Just
I don't know if I
rust
roll it in
to-
with like a paint roll
Yeah.
or something because
Yeah.
every single year a little bit more comes off and then
Mm-hmm.
eventually there's going to be nothing there.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Or I could just get rid of them all, put a fence up, and just go along the fence so they can stick their head through and dump it on the ground.
If you don't want to buy used ones, I think there's a company in Schleswig called Bedrock Concrete Products. And I'm pretty sure they make bunks. They make all sorts of different stuff, concrete blocks.
Interesting.
And L walls and T walls. And I'm pretty sure they make bunks too. So if you want to go new, then you don't have to go very far.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Hut. That's been another segment of Auction Time. That was a good time.
That was good, man.
Yeah.
Have to keep you in the loop on these robotic barns.
Just, what if we start Dave and Ped's chicken house business?
Wait, I thought they were pasture.
Hut Media Chickens. They're in buildings on pasture.
Chuck Hub me. Never mind.
Dave and Ped's Pasture Cluckers. We'll workshop the name.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll work.
Dave and Ped go clucking.
Dave and Ped, are they chickens? Anyway, thanks for listening. Been a fun time here in the Cherokee Locker Studios over at the old Curry Seed shop. Just an absolute honor and pleasure to work with them. It's where I take all of my beef to get processed. And if there's one thing I do, it's my research on where to take my beef to get done right so my customers are happy. Is at the Cherokee Locker. And also, go buy a tire gauge from Mitch in Sheldon as well. We love our sponsors. I do not take it lightly that people believe in us, pushing that their business. So we do our best. Apple, Spotify, maybe not Apple. Spotify, YouTube, give us a review. Tell us how much you love the show. Leave a bunch of comments about how you're so thankful it's a family-friendly, clean show that you can listen to with your family in the car.
That's right.
It's not explicit at all. Everyone send a letter to your congressman to tell him Apple is goofy. Other than that, that's all I got. Leave reviews. Tell your friends to listen and watch it on YouTube if you really want to see us.
Yeah.
Watch on YouTube. Today I'm in a different chair. You might be like, wait a minute, Adam looks different. He doesn't look quite as huge. It's because I'm not sitting on my thimble today. I'm sitting in a normal chair today.
Giving the rump a rest.
Yeah,
Look
the
at him.
tailbone's hurting. So, love all you guys who listen. Thanks for all your hard work, boys. I love you guys too. You're good people. Until then, we'll see you for our next. We'll see you next time for another AGcellent adventure. Hut hut.